So yesterday we kind of ended with that after the apostles been sent out, they come back and they try to have a little hangout, and Jesus wants to teach his disciples, his apostles. But people follow and kind of gate crash, the crowds gate crash. And Jesus, he doesn't send them away, he welcomes them. And this story is, I guess this passage that we're looking at today from 12 to 27 is about Jesus. It's really about Jesus. But just to start with, let's focus on the 12 apostles, the 12 disciples. They've been sent out, they've come back, they want time with Jesus. And Jesus tries to do that, and other people dive in, and then they're like, let's just send these people away. You know, just send them away. And Jesus says to his disciples, you find them something to eat. And we're talking about a big crowd of people. And they say, well, obviously we can't feed 5,000 men and their families. And Jesus then heals. Jesus doesn't heal them. Jesus then feeds them. He gives them their felt need. Why did Jesus say, you feed them? I mean, if he didn't think they could, that's quite harsh. So you've got these 12 who've gone out and they've healed the sick, they've seen miraculous signs, they've done this amazing thing. And then Jesus says to them, right, come on. You join me and think bigger. Do the big miracle. And then he's a good guy. He does it for them. He takes the things that they have and he uses them to feed everyone. He uses what they have and he uses them to feed everyone. And then we have, again, Jesus with his disciples. And Jesus again asks questions. It's amazing. Jesus asks so many questions in the Gospels. He answers hardly any, but he asks loads. And that's what it is to be somebody who makes disciples of other people, is to ask question after question. I say, who do you say I am? And they say, oh, people are saying this, that and the other. And Peter declares that Jesus is the Messiah sent from God. And then he backs it up. Immediately, Jesus then says he's done this amazing miracle of feeding people. He then says, I am the Messiah. So, to these disciples, these Jewish men, they're thinking, manna in the desert. We're not going to have to work for food anymore. He can just, boom, make more food. And then they're thinking, well, he's the Messiah. He's going to take over. He's going to be king. What's going to happen next? They're super excited. And then Jesus blows a hole in all of that. I'm going to be rejected and killed by the nation's leaders. And then says to these people, if you want to be my follower, you who are getting ready to the easy life of not having to work for food or earn money for food, you who are thinking we're going to be the rulers of the new nation and the new world maybe, have to say, take up your cross, carry an instrument of torture and death, which is a picture of everything that's wrong with their lives, the Roman oppression, everything that is wrong with how Israel is and should be as far as these guys see it. Take up your cross and follow me. If you want to save your life, you will destroy it. But if you give up your life for me, you will save it. So their minds are blown. It kind of follows the trajectory they expect and then just completely goes off. So life as a follower, as a disciple of Jesus is really interesting, isn't it? It is miracles and healing and breakthrough. But it's also serving and putting yourself last and taking up your cross and being open to everything falling apart. And these guys must have been utterly confused. We've declared that you're the Messiah, the one who's going to come and save the whole nation, the new king, the one who's going to sort everything out, all injustice and pain and sorrow, and bring in the new kingdom that's perfect and everything we need. but you're going to die and you want us to be ready to die? Well, maybe it's going to be an awful battle and eventually we'll win, but, I doubt they would have got to cross resurrection and them being the leaders of the new church at this point. In your following of Jesus, what do you think the plan is? What do you think's next? And what do you think God knows is next? Are we ready to say, I might be wrong about the next steps, but God has got me. God has got me and it's going to be okay. And as long as I'm willing to lay down my life for Him, then I will receive it back from Him. And I will know life in all its fullness.